Okay, guys, listen up. You think being nice gets you places? Think again. Today we're diving deep into a truth that might sting, but trust me, it's gonna set you free. We're talking about kindness. Yeah, that thing everyone tells you is so important. But what if I told you it's actually making people walk all over you? Crazy, right? But hold on, don't be so quick to toss kindness out like expired leftovers from the fridge. We're just gonna get real about it. We're gonna rip off the fluffy bunny mask and see what's really going on underneath. And we're not just pulling this out of thin air. We're going deep, people. We're tapping into the mind of a legend, a total psychological guru, Carl Jung. Yeah, you heard me right. Jung wasn't just about dreams and archetypes. He was about understanding the raw, unfiltered human psyche. And guess what? He had some seriously eye-opening things to say about kindness and respect. Things that will make you question everything you thought you knew about being nice. So, buckle up, because we're about to explode some myths and uncover 5 shocking reasons why your kindness might be the very thing sabotaging your respect. This isn't just about being a doormat. It's about understanding the subtle, sneaky ways kindness can backfire if you're not careful. Ready to ditch the people-pleasing trap and finally command the respect you deserve? Let's go. Reason 1. Kindness without boundaries. All right, let's kick this off with a bang. Imagine this. You're the yes person, always saying, sure, no problem, I can do that. You're basically a human vending machine of favors. Sounds familiar? Well, newsflash, my friend. You're painting a huge target on your back. A target that screams, exploit me. Think about it. If you're constantly bending over backwards for everyone, where does it end? People start to expect it. They start to see your kindness not as a gift, but as an obligation. And when you finally try to say no, bam, you're the bad guy. Suddenly, you're the one who's changed. You're the one who's being unreasonable. Sound fair? Heck no. This isn't about being a jerk. It's about understanding basic human psychology. People naturally test boundaries. It's how we figure out where we stand. And if you have no boundaries, if your kindness is a bottomless pit, well, guess what? People will keep digging until they hit rock bottom, which is you. Jung knew this stuff cold. He understood the shadow side of human nature, the part of us that can be opportunistic, that can take advantage when given the chance. It's not about everyone being evil, it's just human nature. And your boundless kindness? It's like ringing the dinner bell for that shadow side. Think of it like this. A field with no fences is just begging to be trampled. Your kindness without boundaries is the same thing. It's an open invitation for people to walk all over you, to take and take and take, without ever giving back the respect you deserve. Boundaries aren't walls, people. They're fences. They're there to define your space, to protect your energy, to show people where you end and they begin. And kindness within those boundaries, that's powerful, that's respect-worthy. But kindness without them? It's just weakness disguised as niceness. So what's the fix? Start saying no. It's a 2-letter word, but it's a superpower in disguise. Practice it in the mirror. Whisper it. Shout it. No. Feel that power surge. That's you reclaiming your space. That's you starting to build those crucial boundaries. And don't feel guilty about it. Saying no to someone else is saying yes to yourself. It's saying yes to your time, your energy, your sanity. It's saying yes to your own needs being just as important as everyone else's. Because newsflash, they are. This isn't about becoming a cold, heartless robot. It's about being smartly kind. It's about understanding that true kindness is sustainable kindness, and sustainable kindness requires boundaries. It requires you to protect yourself so you can actually have something to give. Think of a well. If you keep drawing water without ever letting it refill, it'll run dry. Your kindness is the same. Boundaries are what allow you to refill, to recharge, so you can keep giving from a place of strength, not depletion. So ditch the doormat act. Start setting those boundaries. It's not selfish, it's self-respect. And guess what? When you respect yourself, other people will start respecting you too. It's like magic, but it's actually just psychology. Bottom line, kindness without boundaries is a recipe for disaster. It's an invitation for exploitation. It's time to draw your line in the sand. It's time to say no and start saying yes to your own damn worth. Let's move on to reason number 2, and trust me, it gets even juicier. Reason 2, overly eager kindness. Okay, reason number 2 is a sneaky one, but it's a huge respect killer. Overly eager kindness. Think about it. Have you ever met someone who's just too nice? Like they're trying so hard to please you, it feels almost desperate? Yeah, that's the vibe we're talking about. It's like they're trying to buy your affection with kindness. And subconsciously, we pick up on that desperation. It's like a giant neon sign flashing, "I need your approval." And let's be honest, desperation is not attractive. It's not respect-inducing. It's kinda sad. Jung understood the human need for autonomy, for independence. And overly eager kindness? It reeks of a lack of autonomy. It screams, "I'm not okay on my own, please like me." And that underlying insecurity? People can smell it a mile away. It's like a puppy dog, tail wagging furiously, jumping all over you. Cute at first, maybe, but after a while, it gets annoying. You want it to calm down, to have a little self-control. Overly eager kindness is the human equivalent of that puppy dog. Think about someone showering you with compliments constantly, doing favors you didn't even ask for, always agreeing with everything you say. It feels fake. It feels like they're not being genuine. And genuineness? That's a cornerstone of respect. Respect is earned through authenticity, through being true to yourself. And when you're desperately trying to be kind to gain approval, you're sacrificing your authenticity. You're putting on a performance. And people can sense that lack of genuine connection. So, how do you dial back the eagerness? Start by focusing on being genuinely interested in others, not just trying to impress them. Listen more than you talk. Ask questions that show you actually care about what they're saying, not just waiting for your turn to be nice. And here's a radical idea. Don't be afraid to disagree sometimes. Gasp. Yeah, shocking, I know. But respectfully, disagreeing shows you have your own opinions, your own mind. It shows you're not just a yes man or yes woman, desperate for validation. Authenticity isn't about being rude or confrontational. It's about being real. It's about expressing your true thoughts and feelings in a respectful way. And sometimes that means not always being agreeable. Sometimes it means having a different perspective. Remember, respect isn't about being liked by everyone. It's about being respected by the people who matter. And those people? They'll respect you more for being genuine than for being overly eager to please. They'll respect you for having your own backbone. Ditch the desperation. Embrace authenticity. Be genuinely kind, but not overly eager. Let your kindness flow from a place of strength and self-assurance, not from a place of neediness. That's the kind of kindness that actually earns respect. Bottom line. Overly eager kindness screams desperation, and desperation repels respect. It's time to chill out, be yourself, and let your kindness be a genuine expression of who you are, not a desperate plea for approval. Ready for reason number 3? It's going to blow your mind even further. Reason 3, predictable kindness. All right, buckle up for reason number 3 because this one is a real game changer. Predictable kindness. Yeah, you heard me right. Being too predictable with your kindness can actually make people undervalue it. Think about it. If they always know you're going to be nice, where's the surprise? Where's the value? It's like a vending machine that always gives out free candy. At first, it's amazing, free candy. But after a while, you just expect it. It becomes the norm. And when it's just the norm, it loses its specialness. Your predictable kindness can become the same thing, just expected, undervalued, boring even. Jung understood the human need for novelty, for surprise, for the unexpected. Predictability in all its forms can lead to stagnation, to a lack of appreciation. And predictable kindness? It can fall into that trap too. Think of a friend who always brings you coffee every morning. At first, it's a sweet gesture, but if they do it every single day, it becomes routine. You start to expect it, and if they skip a day, you might even feel entitled to it. Hey, where's my coffee? See how predictability can backfire? Now, I'm not saying you should be randomly mean just to keep people on their toes. That's not the point. The point is to inject a little spice into your kindness, a little unpredictability, to keep people guessing in a good way. Imagine being kind in unexpected moments, helping someone out when they least expect it, offering support when they're struggling in silence. Those moments of unpredictable kindness, they land with way more impact. They're remembered, they're appreciated, they're respected. It's about being kind because you genuinely want to be, not because it's your role or your routine. It's about letting your kindness be spontaneous, authentic, and yes, a little unpredictable. It keeps things fresh, it keeps people engaged, it keeps your kindness valuable. Think of a musician who always plays the same song, the same way, every time. It gets old, right? But a musician who improvises, who throws in unexpected riffs and variations, that's exciting, that's engaging, that's what keeps people coming back for more. Your kindness can be the same. So, how do you become unpredictably kind? Pay attention to the moment, be present, respond to needs as they arise, not just because it's Tuesday and you always bring donuts on Tuesdays. Let your kindness be guided by genuine empathy, not by rigid routine. Don't be a kindness robot, be a kindness artist. Let your kindness be creative, spontaneous, and a little bit surprising. It's not about being manipulative or playing games. It's about making your kindness feel genuine and impactful, not just expected. Break free from the predictable kindness trap. Inject some spontaneity into your interactions. Let your kindness be a delightful surprise, not just a boring routine. That's how you make your kindness truly valued and respected. Bottom line, predictable kindness becomes undervalued kindness. It's time to shake things up, be spontaneous, and let your kindness be a delightful surprise that people actually appreciate and respect. Ready for reason number 4? Hold on to your hats because this one is about to get deep. Reason 4, weak kindness. Okay, reason number 4 is where things get really interesting. Weak kindness. Yeah, you heard me. Kindness can actually be perceived as a sign of weakness. And in a world that often values strength and assertiveness, weak kindness can be a huge respect repellent. Prepare to have your mind blown. Think about the stereotype of the nice guy who gets walked all over. He's kind, he's accommodating, he's always putting others first. But what does he get in return? Often, not respect. Often he gets taken advantage of. Why? Because his kindness is perceived as weak. Jung understood the archetypes of the masculine and feminine and how society often associates strength with the masculine and weakness with the feminine. And unfortunately, kindness, often seen as a feminine trait, can sometimes get lumped into that weakness category, especially when it's not balanced with assertiveness. It's a messed up societal bias, I know, but it's real, and ignoring it won't make it go away. We need to understand how this perception works so we can break free from it. Weak kindness is kindness that comes without strength, without boundaries, without a backbone. It's kindness that's easily pushed around. Imagine a flimsy tree in a storm. It bends and sways with every gust of wind. Weak kindness is like that flimsy tree. It bends to every demand, it sways to every opinion. It lacks the strength to stand its ground. And people, subconsciously, pick up on that lack of inner strength. Strength isn't about being aggressive or dominant. True strength is about inner resilience, about knowing your worth, about being able to stand up for yourself and your values. And kindness paired with that kind of strength, that's powerful, that's respect-inducing. Think of a strong oak tree. It can withstand storms, it can provide shelter, it's rooted and grounded. Kindness rooted in strength is like that oak tree. It's firm, it's reliable, it's respected. It's not easily pushed around. So, how do you transform weak kindness into strong kindness? Start by cultivating inner strength. Work on your self-esteem. Practice assertiveness. Learn to express your needs and opinions confidently and respectfully. Build that inner backbone. And don't be afraid to show your strength. It's okay to be kind and assertive. It's okay to be compassionate and firm. It's okay to be gentle and powerful. In fact, that combination, that's where true respect lies. That's where true influence comes from. Stop apologizing for being kind. Stop shrinking yourself down to make others comfortable. Your kindness is a gift, not a weakness. But you need to present it from a place of strength, not from a place of insecurity. Own your kindness. Embrace your strength. Kindness without strength is easily dismissed. Kindness with strength, that's a force to be reckoned with. That's the kind of kindness that changes the world and earns deep, genuine respect. It's time to unleash your inner oak tree. Bottom line, weak kindness is perceived as a lack of strength, and lack of strength erodes respect. It's time to cultivate inner strength, own your kindness, and show the world that you can be both kind and powerful. Are you ready for the final reason? It's the cherry on top of this mind-blowing sundae. Reason 5, unsolicited kindness. All right, we've reached the final, and perhaps most surprising, reason why your kindness might be backfiring. Unsolicited kindness. Yeah, you heard me right. Sometimes being kind when it's not asked for, when it's not wanted, can actually be intrusive. An intrusion? Definitely not a respect booster. Think about it. Have you ever had someone offer you help when you didn't need it, didn't ask for it, and maybe even didn't want it? It can feel condescending. It can feel like they're implying you're incapable of handling things yourself. It can feel intrusive. Jung understood the importance of individual space, of personal boundaries, of the need for autonomy. And unsolicited kindness, however well-intentioned, can sometimes trample all over those needs. It can feel like a violation of personal space, even if it's done with a smile. Imagine you're perfectly capable of carrying your own groceries, and someone rushes over to help you, grabbing your bags without even asking. It might seem kind on the surface, but underneath it can feel like they're saying, "You look weak, let me do that for you." Not exactly a respect-building interaction, is it? Unsolicited advice is another form of unsolicited kindness that can backfire. Offering advice when it's not asked for can feel like you're implying the other person is clueless, that they need your superior wisdom to navigate their life. Even if you have the best intentions, it can come across as arrogant. Kindness should be a gift, freely given and freely received. But unsolicited kindness can feel like an obligation, like you're being put in a position where you have to accept it, even if you don't want it. And forced kindness, it loses its genuineness, it loses its impact, it loses respect. So, how do you avoid the unsolicited kindness trap? Simple. Ask. Before you offer help, before you give advice, before you jump in with your kindness, just ask, "Can I help with that? Would you like some advice? Is there anything I can do?" Give people the choice to accept your kindness or not. Respecting someone's autonomy, respecting their boundaries, respecting their ability to handle things themselves. That's true kindness, and that's the kind of kindness that earns genuine respect. It's kindness that empowers, not kindness that infantilizes. Think of a gardener tending to delicate plants. They water them when they're thirsty. They prune them when they need shaping, but they don't force-feed them or smother them. They respect the plant's natural growth process. Your kindness should be like that gardener, attentive, supportive, but not intrusive. Don't assume you know what's best for someone else. Don't assume your kindness is always welcome. Check in, ask, respect their boundaries. Let them guide you on how they want to be treated. That's where true connection and true respect are built. Unsolicited kindness can be a well-intentioned misfire. Solicited kindness, kindness that's asked for and welcomed, that's where the magic happens. That's where kindness truly shines and earns the respect it deserves. Bottom line, unsolicited kindness can be intrusive and unwanted, eroding respect. It's time to start asking, start respecting boundaries, and let your kindness be a welcomed gift, not an unwanted intrusion. And there you have it. 5 reasons why your kindness might be making people not respect you, according to the wisdom of Carl Jung. So what are you going to do with this mind-blowing information? Are you going to keep being a doormat, a desperate pleaser, a predictable robot, a weakling, and an intrusive helper? Heck no. You're going to take this knowledge, you're going to transform your kindness, and you're going to start commanding the respect you deserve. Go out there and be kind, but be smartly kind. Be boundary-setting kind. Be authentically kind. Be unpredictably kind. Be strongly kind. Be solicited kind. And watch how people's perception of you shifts. Watch how respect starts flowing your way. This isn't about becoming a jerk. It's about becoming a powerful, respected, and genuinely kind human being. Now go get 'em, Tiger, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone who needs a dose of reality about kindness. Let's start a revolution of smart kindness. Peace out.